What you working up to today?
365. Yes.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Let's go.
After you're done loading that up, I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Okay.
So I hope you're ready.
Got it.
I hope.
I got it.
Hey, explain like your story coming from boot camp, like a boot camp challenger, to now a powerlifting coach for IKG.
October 2018, I saw like, you know, the Facebook ads that we run on Facebook. And it was like, you know, the 6-week challenge. I was like, why not? I had just gotten like some money, so I was like, okay, let's look into it. So I came and I met with one of the trainers at the time, and I signed up. So probably on my, I don't know, around my 10th week or so, we did like a heavy wheelbarrow, like the center, like the turf. And Corey was like, yo, she has to be a power lifter. Then from there, it just kind of evolved into me becoming a powerlifting. And then through that, I started cleaning the gym. And then through that, I started, you know, dabbling into coaching and doing the classes. So it's kind of been just like full circle.
I love it.
It's been pretty awesome.
Oh, by the way, so since everybody already knows, Emily already warmed up before I even got here. She's already ahead of the game. If you don't know Emily, she's always ahead of the game.
Always.
Always. All right, so was fitness always in your life growing up?
No. No.
Okay, so explain.
Well, like through childhood, no, definitely not. Once I got to high school, I started, I played softball, ran track. Well, I did not run track. I did discus and shot put and javelin. That's a whole different, you know, it's like for the fat kids, you know?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so softball, I was a cheerleader for 4 years. Yeah, so like that part of it, yes. And then kind of like once high school was over, it kind of just dwindled. And then, you know, like I was always in and out of the gym, but once I got here, like this has been like, you know, the longest amount of time that I've actually been consistent in the gym. This is like always my dream. 3 plates. It's like always like a dream.
So what's your new dream?
My new dream? You'll see at Battle of the Bay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. So explain the pink belt.
Listen, so this is a funny story. Back when I first started powerlifting, I was like, oh cool, pink belt. Now I wear this in disgust. I'm like, this is so ugly. I do not want to wear this belt. So we're in the midst of getting a new one.
What were some pivotal stepping stones in your life that makes you who you are today? Oh yeah, I was gonna throw you in the fire.
So, I would definitely have to say, coming out of a really long addiction, alive. So, I have 12 years sober now, so that's like, that was a huge moment in my life, and a huge moment that I reflect on constantly. Also, having my son throughout that time, my oldest, that was a huge, like, monumental moment where, like, now, our relationship now, if that makes sense. And then, I think the loss of my youngest son, or my middle son, that's another moment that like keeps me going and that you know, motivates me both inside and outside the gym. But I'd say like the biggest thing in my life and what I live for and like what makes me the person I am today is the struggle of like addiction and going through all of that and the relationships and all that stuff that went along with it. I think that's what makes me like the human in a whole as who I am today. It's definitely humbled me, and it's definitely made me super grateful for what I'm able to do.
What obstacles do you face daily with work, being a mom and being a wife while still having clients and training?
Woo!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, when you list it in all that, like that order that you just said, it sounds like a whole hell of a lot. But when you're actually in it, it doesn't feel like a lot. I guess because I'm like so used to doing it. And one of the things that Sam always says to me, I'm like, you know, I have to do the baby here, I have to bring the baby there, and like nobody understands, and blah 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 blah. And he's like, Emily, because you always make it work.
Always.
Right? So I like, it's like no matter what, like you just make it work. There's no like, I have to work, I have to be a mom, I have to put my kids in school, I have to do therapy with Sammy, I have to train, I have to do all those things. Like that's just who I am. So like, it's just, you just make it happen, right? It's like, there is no other way.
Em, let's see it.
What?
Let's see it.
The fuck?
Let's work.
All that.
Come on. Come on. Just one. You gotta pull the phone out. Hold on. Hold on. Is she? How has powerlifting changed your life?
This one's gonna get me. For years and years and years, through childhood, through high school, through some of my adult years, I've always walked with my head down and was always beat to the ground with bullying, with being in like really abusive relationships, through like negative self-talk, all of that. I never felt comfortable in my own skin, which is a big reason why I had turned to drugs. And through getting sober, through therapy, through putting good people in my life, and then through walking through these doors, this is for the first time in my life, I can walk with my head held high, and I'm like worth something here. You know, like I'm valuable to people, I'm valuable to my clients, to my friends. I'm valuable as a parent and as a fiance and as a daughter. And this has a huge role in all of that. The powerlifting community as a whole is like, I have friends all over the world now. Like people that I probably could call up and be like, hey, can I come lift with you at your gym? And they're like, I don't know, Maine? I don't know, like somewhere across the world. But like, there's people like hitting me up from like Michigan. There was a lady that hit me up from Sweden the other day asking about like this shirt that I was wearing. Like, you know, like it's incredible, like the amount of support and just the amount of like love you get all over, like whether it's in here or at a meet or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. Powerlifting has literally changed my life, and not only changed my life, but it's saved my life. Yeah.
What would you tell the little girl that's watching you strong women get under the bar?
curse?
Of course. What the heck?
Hold on to a fucking dream and never let it fucking go.
Yes. I love it. Love it. Who's that?
It's a slip of the phone.
Alright, so how ready are you for battle and what mindset are you going to go into war with?
So, I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. And the mindset that I always go into in every lift that I go into is just where I've been and where I'm at now. So it's just a dark place. And then like, it's like just the road leading up till now. It's been like so bumpy and so rocky that it's like, it's finally, I can breathe. And I feel like that's what the meet is. Like, it's like all your hard work, like you're just like, you're like holding your breath the whole time. Like literally, you're like bracing throughout like your whole entire prep, like literally bracing. And like for the meet day, it's like you can finally just breathe and it's like all your hard work just is like left on the platform. So it's like, the mindset is like, you fucking made it. Like you did this. Like now it's time to just like leave it on the platform.
Let's go. Y'all horrible. Go home. Go home.
Wait, what's that?
Freaking weirdos, bro.
Come on, we got
Weirdos.